for it before. That's like those poor people that
Well,
are sitting
it was on me,
life in
man.
prison for it, and now we can go down the street and get it legally. Like it just makes no sense.
It was my bad. It was my fault. My fault. I had a project in Ohio. Just bought an LB. I'm like, gonna leave it to waste, Dumbass me. This is back when it was illegal still. In the state I got caught in. It came legal before I ever finished the court hearings. But my bad. I knew I shouldn't have. I did it anyway. I got no one to blame but myself. I mean, the cop shouldn't have pulled me over for 72 and 70, but we didn't know what he was doing. He saw them Colorado plates. His
Oh
guess
yeah,
was
he was
right.
fishing.
His guess was right,
Hook,
man.
line, and sinker.
I can't even get mad about it. I wasn't supposed to have an LB with me in Illinois, but I did. It's on me. Because I respect at the very least, if you're going to have a government, I respect state rights. I do. So it was illegal there, and it was on me. Fruity Loops, why are you so obsessed with me, dude? Like, I'm not into dudes. I told you this, man. Like, quit trying to swing on my nut hairs, dude. I gotta start shaving my nuts, keep you off of them, man. You're trying to swinging. That was pretty good. Oh, that was good. Your name is Fruity Loops. I definitely just assume you sit down to pee. That's for sure. I was like, why are you so obsessed with me? Keep it on. I like it. So what receipts you got on me? What did I lie about, Fruity Loops? I'm
Hester
curious.
acts like that with me. He's one of them fruity. He keeps begging me to give him attention. It's weird. I think it's the same thing. I'm not like that either, guys.
Can we send Fruity Loops an invite? Bring him up here. Oh, 53. Oh, yeah.
That picture doesn't make any sense because it's not 2D. How can I show it's going down if it's 2D? If it's flat, of course, because it's 2D. It's 2D. But if it's a sphere, how can I show it going through it if it's not if it's 2D? It has to be 3D.
I don't know what the fuck this dude's even saying. And then he runs away?
Because I don't know.
I didn't know what the fuck he was even trying to say. It's invisible. It's invisible. So Fruity Loops, man.
Compass.
I want to know. I want to see these receipts of what I lied about, I guess. Where are the receipts, Fruity Loops? Next time I go live, you come in there, Fruity Loops. I'll be live tomorrow. Yeah, I do. Some Red Hot Chili Peppers. Was it Black Eyed Peas? Face may be upon a frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Did you hear the remix of it? Where that guy's rapping and he make that the hook?
I think nowadays they probably just use Amazon Studio Stitch 15 like Will Duffy did. And they still fucked it up. I'm gonna have to find that video of that floating snow and make a video about it. I remember someone sending me a video to watch. I think it came from one of theirs, and I slowed it down, and man, there's a piece of snow just farts. I think it came from one of theirs, and I slowed it down, and man, there's a piece of snow just floating, and you can see the shadow go underneath it from the tripod behind it. That's craziness. No, you don't. You don't have it.
You stole that. I looped it.
Right.
This thing right here. We'll make a remix. Could gravity with Eminem. We'll make a remix. Could gravity with Eminem.
Gravity pulled that sign down, man. Shit.
Yep, you see how it slid down and there's that much of pull? That's gravity. Hey, wait, hey, hang on. I can hear gravity coming. I mean not gravity, this curve of the earth. This car's coming by. Doppler effect. I just heard the curve, guys. All right, I'm a Glober now.
Been there, done that. Nah. The Globe girls are fucking weird. They're ugly. Look at Mama B.
By the way, that hill's by my house. I'm about to do an observation there. It's like 5 minutes. It's the world's highest hill, just below a mountain, and there's mountains taller all around. I'll go higher up in elevation. I'll start with that one. Sorry, just to clarify why that was there.
You just told me where you live at.
I don't care. I mean, you can see where I live. Just watch my videos. You see, I don't know. I don't hide nothing. I probably should.
Oh, I do, man. These people.
Well, to be honest with you, I go to the park sometimes and black cars kind of sit there. I kind of wonder, and I'm like, nah, I'm just tripping. I don't realize how big we are on this thing, so I don't know. People, like even the other day, I walked the trail to do that observation at the railroad, and these chicks started floundering over there. Damn, they creeped out by me, and then I hit my pin. You got to get high. So they watched the lives and watched them make fun of me hitting the pin on the live, and they come and straightened up, got beside me, and these two chicks, probably just out of high school, and they went, oh yeah, that debate last night, we cooked them. And she go, her friend, cooked. You know how we say that all the time. So that's when it clicked. Okay, shit. People out here watch this more than I think. We're reaching more than we realize.
You read this dude in the chat? The signpost has pins in it. Gravity couldn't bring it down. No fucking shit, dude. It was a joke. The whole post would come down
It's
based on
just the
your.
point that somebody on the globe would have made that and believed it as a defense last minute, just to find something and not even thought about what he said.
You thought we were serious. That just shows you how simple you are. If you thought we were being serious, that gravity brought that sign down some. No, clearly there was a sign on top of it. Clearly there used to be another sign on top. Clearly. This dude thought we was for real. You guys need to go to Walmart, there in the fucking toy section, get yourself a fucking personality, man. Shit. Get you a big old box of personality.
I live on a river, so actually my other house where my grandma lives, I got a house there and I stay here with my dad sometimes to watch my brother's kid. They live down the road. But up north, I live on the river on the Illinois, and this picture resonates with me because, like, there could be a waterfall and all these people, and I could live there forever and be like, yo, there's a waterfall up the way. And they'd still be like, tinfoil hat guy, where's your shores? As he's going over the waterfall, not even looking ahead. Nobody looks ahead. I watched during COVID, even the people that told me all the time to think ahead as a kid, right? Because I didn't, kids don't. Now I'm thinking, and they all buried their heads and go, oh, I don't think anymore. It's better that way. My wife gets on to me after asking me what I think at the beginning of this shit. So after that went down and everybody stopped thinking, they haven't thought since. They haven't thought a coherent thought, in my opinion. I've never seen as many people I looked up to just shut down and say, oh yeah, we don't think anymore. It's a common thing in Oklahoma to go, what you think? Just like as a social greeting, you know what I mean? And you respond like, oh shit, whatever. They can't even do that. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry. It just bothers me.
The critical thinking went down the drain with the fucking recycled piss and fluoride they be drinking.
Yep. I got that meme.
And later that joke was for a funny, guess what? Shannon laughed, DJ laughed, I laughed. So, I mean, fucking, I got a W. That's what I was going. I don't give a shit about you, dude. I thought it was funny as everybody else. You took it serious.
Some people's kids.
Oh, God.
Fluoride
drinking.
Swallow.
I guarantee you, this dude was raised off fucking formula made from fucking fluoridated water. Fluoridated recycled piss shit water. Definitely had that in his bottle. Sucking that down. J-Bo, hey bro, you still sipping for Mama B? You sipping for a racist, dude? This dude is pathetic. This dude had to make up, I believe it's the same guy. I think he had to make up lies about things that I didn't say. When I threw her away, when I fired her, man, still had to lie trying to get it, and I pulled her back in and got it a few more times before I let it go. Oh, J-Bo, you funny. Dude, her son have called my son the N-word, so I don't know what you call that then. Okay. You can simp for it. Yes, you did. In my live, they both called my son the N-word. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Hey, you're incorrect. They said it in the guest box. Everybody in my live heard them say it. He literally said it in my live on the guest box. Yes, it did. You wasn't there. Why are you lying? You would be a woman that was convicted of child raping, and she did her time and she made it out. But man, if it meant you got a piece of ass, you would definitely sip in life for her and say she didn't do it. That conviction means nothing. It was all a lie, just so you can get your little motherfucking meat rod wet. Fucking poor is pathetic, dude. But yeah, she did. She called her both called my son the N word.
I mean, you're not keeping up, brother. You're not understanding words. What do you mean? What are you
Like
talking about?
read the screen, man.
We're talking about the obvious that nobody
Jay
can
Boss
provide
is
curved
slipping for a racist and denying she
military can find it.
she literally sat there in the live in my guest box. Her and her son both called my son the N word because he's mixed. What you talking about, man? Stay with. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to J Boss. Jesus, you narcissist. This doesn't involve around you. This is fucking the hostess line. It involves around him, damn it. Same question. Why does my back hurt? Because I gave your mom a piggyback ride, man. She wore me out. I held on for 8 seconds, though. I held on for a full 8 seconds, man. I did my duty. The host and Shannon. Host is Shannon. Hey, the host. And by the way,
Yo.
Shannon, you too. And Shannon.
Oh, okay.
Not the host and Shannon. That's what he wants. He's asking you a question. Oh, yes, a question.
Oh, what's the question? What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about some racist person.
Most people don't even use half their brain. That's part of the conversation. Nobody uses the left side. Most people don't even use half of the right side. Come on now.
The compass is, if you're on a ball, that's how the compass would work. It's not going to pull itself to the north through the ground. So if you're on the bottom picture or the top picture, if you go past the North Pole, that compass is going to turn around and point back to the North Pole. So south is every which way from north, just like on a ball. Everything works on both models. That's the problem. They have to. Because they reverse engineered it from a flat plane to make it work. If you're on the North Pole, it's probably going to go haywire. East and west is how you circumnavigate. When you pull up circumnavigation, it will show you depictions of east and west circumnavigation on a ball. It's the same on a flat plane. Everything goes around the center, just like your stars. Everything rotates around Polaris.
And it's kind of weird. I still think there would be east and west on the globe up north, but this is the movie Polar Express, matching our compass. Everything's pointing outwards to south. So, I mean, I don't know. And there's a tree right in the middle, like Tree of Life. But anyway, it's the main compass of the movie, at the center.
It's not a sphere. We're not on a spinning ball hurling through space. We're stationary. We're in an enclosed system. Everything rotates around Polaris, period.
Destroying my reality, man. I feel the same way I did when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real.
So the dome's a sphere, I guess, but nothing, not the ground, not the topography.
Well, it's a hemisphere, right? What's a
some people
hemisphere?
call it, yeah,
Half a sphere. Got a flat bottom with a dome top. Dodge makes an engine called a Hemi because their heads are hemispherical heads, right? The
yep.
piston comes up, it's flat, and they got a domed piston in it. Technically, most engines are hemispherical at that point, but Hemi's just designed a little different, so it's called a Hemi. But it's hemispherical. It's like their default goes, well, what about a drop of water? Well, when you put a drop of, it's like their default goes, well, what about a drop of water? Well, when you put a drop of water on the table, it's flat on the bottom and domed, in a dome shape, just like Earth.
The world that we live in. Oh, flat earthers win. They were on the news now. We got
Yeah, bro, we did, bro. 80%, bro. They said, only 40%. Joe Rogan interviewed Neil to believe it's the boss anymore, right? And he went, his eyes went like he's not doing his job. He rolled his eyes and hit the floor. His face went to the ground. So, yeah, he knows. He's not doing his job. And he said that where he said you can't see it at 100,000 feet. A lot of people took that and their brains had a glitch, and now they're flat earthers. That was a big
thing. I think there's more people that are flat earthers than they'll admit due to social.
Yeah, people the social thing, yeah.
Look, the funny thing
is, it's getting huge.
What do these people talk about in the locker rooms? Have you heard like the baseball players and the football players? Like flat Earth is a big conversation in locker rooms between men. There's a lot of flat earthers in the MMA, in fucking pretty much every sport there is. They sit around and they just talk about this, and there's a lot of flat earthers. But this is where people can come together, talk without being scrutinized. With their buddies and all
that it's flat, and I kind of believe shit. So what's at the bottom? Even T-Pain, like all the rappers do it too. B.O.B. He made a whole album about it. So yep.
Yeah, more people than we know. I saw a study done where it says the amount of the population that is openly admitted flat earthers. It was 36%. It's not far-fetched to think that just 17% more, which would make us the majority, just put us right at the majority, 17% more are just not talking about it. It's not that hard to think. Yeah. I think a lot of people think it's flat.
Look what happened when Shaq said the earth was flat. He had to really quick come back and deny that one.
Hey, J-Buzz, when the fuck do baseball players take a lot of fucking hits to the dome piece? Getting hit in the head with a baseball in baseball isn't a very common fucking thing.
Basketball either.
Or in basketball.
Now, you can say that for the football and the MMA, yes. But basketball and baseball, sorry, where's your excuse on that one?
Yeah, maybe you got hit in the head, brother, no offense, but like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I take a lot of hits. I've taken a lot of dome hits. I did mixed martial arts for a few years when I was young in the military. I took a lot of hits and kicks to the fucking dome piece, bro. Oh shit!
A lot of dome hits.
I played football.
That's from partying and some kicks, not from.
And I wrestled, so my head's been hit quite a bit. My head has been fucking bing bong like a fuck. I can still remember what day it is most of the time. You know what I'm saying? No, not always. I've been off a week. And I'm always off an entire year for a few days after a new year.
Well, I do pretty good. It's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
It's Thursday. It's Thursday where I'm at now, isn't it? Yeah, it's now Thursday where I'm at.
Damn.
It's Thursday now.
Yeah, I got a clean issue, bro. I was kind of joking, but nah, for real, I be doing that. Like, I do this 23 hours a day sometimes, and my days just kind of, oh shit, it's already Thursday again.
Our days are always the same. Your average day, nothing changes. It's the same fucking thing. Especially if you work 7 days a week. Oh, fuck. Dude, when I was working 7 days a week, dude, I'd be off by months because every day was just the same thing. I really didn't think nothing about it. There was no need to think about the fucking dates. Oh,
it's already December again. Yep.
Oh man,
my wife and I say all the time, man, time is flying. We're already It's already this month. It's like, holy shit.
I think they're fast forwarding us, man. Not like literally fast forwarding us, but dude, I heard. Did y'all see this? And I don't know how true this is. You know, this is. But Trump is looking into chim clouds. You know what I'm saying? Chim clouds. Did y'all hear about that? Oh, he is like. What I heard was like he's all out war with whoever's doing this because he was allegedly he told him to stop back when he was president last time. So I guess it took away from the like whether it was military or whatever doing it, and now they've been doing it through like black op type planes, like unmanned, not unmanned, but unregistered type plane type shit, right? Ghost planes, whatever we call them. You can't deny they're still doing them. No, I don't know how true this is, but allegedly he's going after the I told the military, hey, get on this, get this stuff fixed, stopped.
Hell yeah. Shit. What is it?
How true?
What was it? Kentucky, the last day, yesterday or whatever, is flooded because of the rain. Like, Dubai flooded not too long ago. Like, it's crazy the amount of flooding.
Dude, we know they've had the ability to alter weather at least since the World War One.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, the weather modification came out in what, the 40s or the 50s, something like that.
Well, 1800
Yeah.
I mean, I remember being taught in school, if you sprinkle a little salt, you'll make it rain. Okay, that's that fucking. I was taught weather manipulation in school. Fuck. Well, if that's the case, why do we got so many goddamn deserts? Why don't you sprinkle a little salt above these fucking drought areas? How about you save some of these fucking plants? But, you know, it's not about doing us no fucking favors. People wonder why I'm an anarchist. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You turn the fucking TV on. Every reason for every
just
self-govern is the only way to be truly happy and reach our true potential. Until it doesn't know how to turn the TV on and just look at what government's doing to people. Not just ours, any of them.
Yeah, any of them. Now look at LA too. This weekend, last weekend, they got so much rain, and because all those hills burnt, no way to keep the water from running down. They got mudslides, and it just crazy.
The fire's out.
Yeah, the fire's out.
I heard all about the fires. Fires. I've not heard a fucking thing about fires are out. I just assumed they were still fucking going now. I don't know. I've not seen one thing where anybody put anything.
Flood.
I must be on the wrong side of TikTok thing because I was seeing about the fires, but I've yet to see one single video about the fires were finally put out. When did they get put out?
Right.
I don't know, but it was raining and flooding this weekend.
Well, man, Google this.
I just
On to the next topic.
When did the California wildfires get put out?
had to be at least a few days because I haven't heard anything about it since.
It was around about January 31st, so about 20 days ago. The fires included the Palisades fires, the Eaton fire, Hearst fire. Yep. So January 31st. Were fully contained by the end of January 31st. So less than a month ago.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, like 2-3 weeks ago, yep. Okay. All right, cool. I just find it funny there's no I didn't see that news. Finally, fires extinguished. It's like, let's just even the people who are talking to the right about how that state fucked up and the state leaders fucked up, you're still field mongering because the same people who were bitch about the fires hasn't made one single. I haven't seen one single video saying, "All right, finally the fires have been put out and contained." Like, why are y'all not putting that? Y'all just fear mongering. That's why I don't like politics. Because every side will field monger toward the other side for every 4 years. It's like the fear mongering never ends. It's just who's fear mongering the next person. Ugh. Yo, but about those Doge stimmies though, man. What about them Doge stimmies? Possible $8,000 per American per adult.
Shit, for child exempt last year, so I hope that doesn't.
This is what Doge, the thing that Elon's doing.
Yeah. I seen it. I'm sure he posted it.
Probably only 20% of what they find. It's think about it, it's still adding the fuck up. This shit's still being counted on, man. They're still adding shit to it. But 20% of that will go back to taxpayers in the form of a STEMI. And they're saying it could be up to around $8,000, $5,000 to $8,000 per person. Oh yeah, fire
She
chief.
confessed,
That was
man.
crazy. I saw that video of her. It's like,
Yeah.
really? And then blamed the man for being in the fire. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I would
And then
never, dude. The
black
thing is about
lady,
it is like there is
whatever
actually
she
some
was.
really, really purity, gorgeous nature, some gorgeous, pure, beautiful nature of California, and I'll never fucking see it because I've never been to California. I won't dip a fucking pinky toe into that bitch. And it sucks because there's some really pretty places out there.
And there was that, but that's not what I was trying to find either.
Ugh. Hope it didn't burn down the redwood forest, man. That was gorgeous. I've seen the pictures. Ugh, I'd love to go there, man, but I can't put a penny into that place. Yeah, I mean, if all the trees burn down, it's going to be. You have nothing else holding back. Roots are weakened, you know? Absolutely. When you remove grass and trees and the roots and all that, make them fragile and all this and that, man, it's nothing but collapse. What do you think? We don't understand what holds these things together. It's the roots and all that shit. Dude, I've seen some of those, dude. I've seen some of those fucking pictures and shit, dude.
More like there, but I talked to so many people, and I googled it before. What are the signs? Does the fog have anything to do with these type of weapons? And of
Well, yeah,
course, it showed that they have to ionize the atmosphere, and it makes it easier to discharge on certain locations like Diddy's house. So I started interviewing people when they come on, and it was like, hey, anybody got the fog? Anybody experienced a weird thing with the fog? And a few people said all their items in their house was electrostatically charged, which ChatGPT said it would happen. And it was just everything had a static charge to it before the fires during the fog. So that's interesting. It matches everything about how these work. And yep.
When we say Mountain Dew, direct energy, young dew, Mountain Dew in it, man. They're doing it. Mountain Dew in it. I mean, the same thing they did. You know, that's China. Yeah, I gotta watch your words here. The same thing. Old Mountain Dew did too. They got Mountain Dew. Again, more reason why I don't understand why anybody supports the government. Fucking period. We're not the only country doing horrible shit to our people. Trust me, we're the ones doing it the most advanced because, well, we have the technology, but we're not the only ones destroying the people.
You see Joe Rogan like 5 months ago said, well, I just heard that the winds are going to be right. And then all of a sudden, just a random fire because of winds is going to fucking
I don't
all
watch
over the
it.
ocean.
I don't watch him ever since
I
he
don't
sold
either.
out. Since he sold out, man.
5 months ago.
Oh, he
Yep,
sold out longer than that ago. He sold. I remember back when who was his buddy on there started talking about flat Earth, and then a few months later he got some big ass fucking donation, a few $1,000,000, and then the next time his buddy talked about flat Earth, he's like, "Don't talk about flat Earth. I'm over it." Like, goddamn, dude.
He went from Alex Jones to being his friend to being that weird.
Talk about flat Earth, he's like, "Don't talk about flat Earth. I'm over it." Like, goddamn, dude.
He went from Alex Jones to being his friend to being that weird, retarded guy that you don't know why you hang out with him that fast.
Yeah,
You knew
but
he
yeah, that
sold
happened
out and
like
got compromised.
that
That was
happened a
his
few
biggest.
fucking donation, or you want to call it. He just had to cut that from his life completely. It's like, dude, like sell out. I mean, his shit pops up. I'll watch if a clip pops up on FYP, but like I don't go out and watch his shit no more. I haven't in years.
Yeah,
Used to watch
someone
it
sent me
religiously.
that he claimed the fire chief informed him way before that 5 months when he said it on his show. So yeah, they knew. And then not to mention the celebrity, that black chick that seen all the whatever. She come out and said there's gonna be a lot of fires to cover up this Diddy thing. And sure enough, so a lot of people have warned that this was gonna happen. There's gonna be more. And so I don't know. I think it's full extermination mode, in my opinion. Queensland, we got in Australia, you got Kentucky, North Carolina, you got everywhere flooding right now where there's
But
not
also you
fire.
can look at. There's a list of smart cities.
Yep, and I do think
There's a list of where they want to put them at, and there's been a natural disaster, natural, right, air quotes, everywhere. So all these natural disasters have been in a smart city zone, or where they want to place one.
So my question is during the Brazil, because they're going to bring the Olympics, and that's part of it. Did they destroy all that before too? I think, and then after the Olympics came, they got nothing. They were more poor than they were before. But I think they destroyed a lot of land.
The Olympics is a financial loss to every country. Like, the countries don't financially gain from this. Only the Olympics Committee gains from the Olympics. The players gain if they can get a contract to a commercial deal or a Wheaties box. Other than that, payers pay in to get there, and the states and the countries pay in. It is a negative financial cost to any country. I think we should get rid of the Olympics, period. I think at least, I can only speak for the United States. I think we should leave the United States. Leave the Olympics. It's a financial, negative. It doesn't benefit us at all. There's no benefit. If we're going to have some kind of sports test, like in all these weird sports, like the luge, whatever, then let's just have our own. Just like we do football and everything else. Let's do our own shit. Our military needs to, we don't need to show the world we're the best. We already know we're the best. We're the baddest. We may not be the best at everything, but we're definitely the baddest. Our military needs to, we don't need to show the world we're the best. We already know we're the best. We're the baddest. We may not be the best at everything, but we're definitely the baddest. Like, you see all these Canadians, we're ready for war with the United States, but y'all playing. I love those TikTok videos, make me laugh. Canadians talking shit. We're going to go to war with the United States. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. 73,000 frontline fighters talking shit. We're going to go to war with the United States. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. 73,000 frontline fighters versus 1.2 million frontline fighters. Okay. Yeah. The people in Texas are going to get pissed off because the action will be over before they ever get there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny as shit, dude. We are living in some cinematic times, dude. Wasteful bribery, fraud, all this shit being exposed, and the rats are just putting themselves out there by what's it, Maxine Waters out there doing what she's doing? It's like, yeah, just keep exposing yourself. You're pissed off that the American people are fighting waste that we could save to put in better use, actual use the money for good, national debt. I'm just saying. The fact that you're pissed off that they're finding waste and fraud.
Yeah, exactly. Lost all those numbers. It's pretty. Even though Trump's I don't know, but still, he said that the small countries, like even in South America, that they're donating to independent voices, right? So they can have a voice and fight back against oppression, but they censor me here at home and the rest of us folks. That don't make any sense. That's billions of
$20
dollars
million for Sesame Street in Iraq. 50 million for condoms in Gaza.
Yep.
Huh? Was it 5 million to teach journalists how to be aware of gender some type of language? What? 50 million or 5 million for gender, or 15 or some shit like that. We'll say 5 million for gender transition surgeries. I believe it was in Guatemala. Get the fuck out of here, dude. We ain't trying to pay for that shit, dude. When we got homeless motherfuckers on the street, especially homeless bed.
He even said that I learned studies or whatever, this type of study, but I paid
there's a long
$$$$9 billion. This is crazy. $9 billion. Where's that much money going?
Now we got Social Security. We got motherfuckers getting Social Security 360 years old. Huh? How the fuck did the Guinness Book of World Records miss that one?
Yeah, how did they get that?
I would like to take all these people's names that they find above the age of 100, because the current right now oldest person right now is registered right now currently is, I think, 116. That's the current right now oldest person still alive. So anything above that, find their names and run it with the voter registration and see who the fuck they voted for. I'm just curious. Just curious. Who they've been voting for.
300, man, what's that like? I don't know. If I feel like you'd go crazy by then if all your days are the same and you're on your 300.
One person There's one person drawing Social Security that allegedly is 360 years old. One person claiming to be 350 to 359 years old. And up from there, it's 6,300 something, 6,300 something, 8,000. When you get around in the 200s, we still have people in the 200-year ranges. There's millions of these people. Millions of these people.
Yeah, they're definitely down there, like in the Caribbean.
Millions voted for it.
Definitely island people live that long for sure. Like down in the Caribbean and down there, there's a lot of them that
Not registered. There's no register of anybody in the Caribbean living 200 years old.
Yep.
Two, if they were in the Caribbean, why the fuck are they getting United States Social Security benefits? That would be registered. Like, we have recordings for this. You know, the current oldest person alive right now is 116.
Yep, that's registered. Yep, and there are a lot of people that didn't register way back, and their kids didn't register.
I don't see anybody. I don't see human lives living. I'm shocked there's somebody 116 is alive. That shocks me to be that old. We're not seeing people 130, 140 years old. Sorry, just not existing anymore. Maybe used to, not no more.
Yeah, some people claim that like they hide out. Like when you get up to some spiritual people that are blind, when you get up to the thousands, like you'll never see them. They never come out in the real world. They never identify themselves. Just like kind of the elites never do. We don't know who the real elites are. We just know who the front men are that willing to sacrifice themselves if they get caught. And so I don't know.
No, I'll get a list of the families.
I would want me to live that long. So why would I be out here?
No, we've got a list of the families. I got a list. Where's it at? I hope I didn't get rid of it. I know I got this list.
The Black Coat or the Colombian family?
I was like, oh, please don't have this. No, I haven't deleted it. My phone didn't. Hopefully it's on this device. I know I used to have it. There's Admiral Byrd's expedition photos. Where's that? Come on. Oh, fuck me. Do I not have it no more? Oh, that sucks. Oh, there it is. You have the Astors, you have the Bundys, the Freemans, the Reynolds, the Russells, the Collins, the Kennedys, the Onassis, the DuPonts, the Lees, Rockefeller, Van Dyne, and Rothschild. Those are the families.
That's a few. There's other ones that claim to be.
There's 13 that own 99% of the entire world's money. That's these 13 families. The 13 families, the 13 elites. Now, there's thousands in these families. Remember, don't get me wrong, but like these are the actual. There's only 13 families that are in control of 99. Think about that. When you think of there's only 13 families that are in control of 99. Think about that. When you think of 13 families, only 99% of the world, and we look at Oprah at I think a net worth of $4 billion, thinking that holy fuck. We look at Elon Musk. We look at Oprah at I think a net worth of $4 billion, thinking that holy fuck. We look at Elon Musk, 300 and some billion dollars, richest man on earth. No, dude. Everybody on earth besides these 13 bloodlines are dividing 1%. 300 and some billion dollars, richest man on earth. No, dude. Everybody on earth besides these 13 bloodlines are dividing 1%. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, I knew I had that list. But yeah, I knew I had that list. We talk about how NASA fakes their images with the little green suits and shit. Yeah. I remember that one time that dude, he grabbed and missed the fucking thing and it fell. Gravity pockets.
Yeah.
Remember the gravity pockets? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Gravity pockets. Or they'll sit and say about the guy who drowned in the suit. That was his snorkel. Nope, snorkel was added after the fact. Fuckers. It's a new addition. They'll say about the guy who drowned in the suit. That was his snorkel. Nope, snorkel was added after the fact. Fuckers. It's a new addition. Due to the guy almost drowning to death, weirdly enough. Then they added the snorkel. But they always want to say the snorkel malfunction. It's like, there wasn't a snorkel prior to that. That was the event that made them think, maybe we need a backup. Maybe, in this not in water area that we're floating in, we need to have a snorkel in case Watcher fucking somehow sneaks in there. That's fucking odd. You know what, though, guys? They're really good storytellers, though. They always got a good story. But anyway, guys, at 2 in the morning, I'm going to get up off here and get my happy ass to sleep because I know my kid going to wake up about 8 o'clock in the morning. But I will chat with you boys later.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, brother. Oh, crap. Where's the one with their hair sticking in the other one? Man, it's not coming up. Just keep going. Yeah, right there. There it is. Oh, shit. That's my favorite. Things that make you go home. There's 1999 Christmas Gravity. And here's the 2023 Christmas Gravity. Oops, shit, my bad. Any questions? Closed system thermodynamics, by the way, and terrariums. That's the flat earth observable, measurable science up on the container. It's called, and it matches exactly because historically we all know that we get through metaphysically, energy can pass through not solid objects. So, and then Bill Nye says we're in an enclosed system, there's nowhere to go, nowhere to put our trash. Einstein said it's only a theory. I believe he did away with that motion and curve. But we forget Archimedes' principle and buoyancy and then the density thing. But Archimedes' principle implies that it is a force, I believe, from my understanding. I don't know why to be a Glurf y'all have to just deny everything and avoid going outside. That's what bothers me the most and why I've been PO'd lately in some of these Globe Lives. Kind of unhinged, to be honest. I'm not even going to lie to you because it's diabolically delusional at this point that we have every A to Y thing you could ask, we have an answer to, and it's still this childlike, apologies, but but there's density. And there's Academia EDU in the big box, so they didn't see it earlier. For anybody, like it's a diluted electrostatic. If you do that, 1 times 137 square of the atoms removed one electron from that group, it would produce a force exactly equivalent in force to gravity. So the magnitude is actually irrelevant. It says, which would be something y'all would nitpick, but that says it's irrelevant. And all it's saying is they're turning a stronger force into a weaker one. They're not identifying any differences. They're exactly equivalent, a diluted electrostatic. So yeah, there is no gravity. We're not making the claim. It's 4 different types of hypotheticals: the mass attracting mass, the bendy warpy space kind, and the 2 others that y'all probably don't even know of. That's homework. I don't know. Let me get the white off screen. I'm sorry. Oh. There's my observation. I got smaller measurements, but nothing. I haven't measured this thing that's already been measured. Arizona State University, Texas State University measured Kansas flatter than a pancake. It's actually, if you consider slopes like a ramp to be flat, they're not by definition. I'm not trying to get down that argument, but basically it's sloped all the way to the Rockies, while you got elevation change in most of the other states. So that violates the globe. Any questions? Just to bring that back up one more time. I don't know. I'm about to have to go too, but I really want to keep going. I've been doing it since like 6 this morning though, and it's like 2 here too. So I'm not trying to hog the mic either. Feel free to correct me or add opinions. I don't like hogging the mic. What creates moisture in the air? I mean, the sun evaporates water, right? Condensation on a container like a water bottle or a pop can. It condensates on the sides, which the globe doesn't have sides, a container side, because gravity's not a solid, let alone isolatable. It's not a solid barrier, according to Boyle's law, to have, and the definition of pressure, to have pressure, like on the NOAA Weather Service website, is you have to have a container. They use the word container 5 times at least in the article and say that the molecules move in all random directions. They're each small force, but when you put it all together, you get the large force or the large amount of force, whatever the measurable, and they press up against the container and the surface, which you could say in a protractor style direction. The protractor is a flat bottom with the dome, so you can use protractor hypothetically in theory to measure the dome at a smaller scale or get an idea of how things would be projected angularly, how you would move around like a protractor with the dome with your things, and you can measure stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm getting off point here, but hey, it's evaporation, brother. We're not denying that. That actually violates the globe because there's no container to condense on the side. Like a pop can. There's entropy too and all that stuff that doesn't exist on the globe. Yep, water's less dense than the air's less dense than the water. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Oh, I'm trying to get this. Wait, is that? There we go. Yeah, I've been looking for that one all day. Hold on. I mean, that cooks. Yeah, I mean, that's almost if you ice. This was during or after COVID, that tundra everybody had in America, that the ice got so thick it actually went through the porous glass because ice can do that. Traveled through the glass, thickened up, and I could shave it off on the inside. No moisture was leaking around, sliding on the top of the glass. It was through the window. So there's that. I even confirmed on Google that that's the case. Made a video of it. It's way back on my Instagram during that time. 3 years ago, whatever, 4 years ago, I don't know. So water does all these different things that we don't even think of. Ice, all that stuff has effects on different types of objects and mediums like glass. So even in cars, it goes through the windows and gets ice on the inside sometimes in extreme conditions, in certain type of conditions, like what I observed and made a video of. And nobody could explain why it was doing that. They just suggested that there was a leak on the old building somewhere with no water dripping through, traveling down to freeze up on the window. It was going through the window, and there's no explanation. Hey, what's up, brother? I don't know. Sorry. Hey, it is alive. It's hexagonally structured. Let me find that. Maybe. Come on. So just like the dome, it's hexagonally structured, just like a beehive. It takes up perfectly without any spaces in between, like a circles would. If you had circles instead of hexagonal lattices, and this is what happens. That's unstructured water, and that's it restructuring to hexagons on the left. So yeah, it's normally hexagonal shape. The tree stumps are have hexagonal shapes. It's everywhere. Hexagons are everywhere. So yeah, but that's the hexagonal lattice. Yep, we're 70% water. The Earth is 70% water. It's kind of weird. Ease is what he says. E-Z-E, the letters, but ease is what it looks like. A human more magnetic than the ocean. I don't know if you use that word, but charged, I don't know. I'm not so sure, because there's the experiment you do in high school where you can power a light bulb, but there's also salt water powers light bulbs. I don't know. Mercury, you can set a light bulb on mercury, and it will power it. I don't get what you're... That's a great point. I mean, there's a lot of religions and movies that think you have to portal through water, or go through water, or go to the water. Don't know. I kind of like the Buddhist idea of World of Warcraft, if you ask me, that we're just doing all these side missions for no reason, just for the heck of it. Pause the game, that's what they believe. They're on the mountain, pausing the game. I don't know. But yeah, water. I love water. I don't know, I don't mean to drop, but my charger is loose and I don't want to screw up the algorithm by dropping out like I did earlier. Shout out to Newton's Apple. What's up, brother? If a North Pole repels the North. If a North Pole repels the North. I had to read that twice. How do we prove the ocean's magnetic? I haven't thought of that. Or I'm too magnetic. I haven't thought of that. Or I'm too tired.